It's only been 24 hours and I've been proven wrong. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. I'm happy to be wrong on this one, actually. I predicted that the budget would not pass. So Mike Johnson, I did a video on him yesterday, and my prediction was because there's only one vote that they could spare, and that was Thomas Massie. We'll go into all the play-by-play so you understand this is called the most significant legislation of the year for Republicans. So I think it's kind of important that we cover it. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. I hope you guys have subscribed. Thanks for watching. Let's get to this. Look, this is a post from Behizzy on Twitter. Mike Johnson going into the meeting saying he has enough votes.
Speaker, do you have the votes?
Yep. How much work are you going to have to do out there on the floor to make sure you can actually get there?
I think we've got it.
You think you already have locked it down?
I do, yeah.
Is the Senate's resolution Plan B?
There's no Plan B. This is the only plan that we're running with.
Are you worried you'll lose the president's trust if it fails?
No. I've spoken to the president multiple times today. He knows exactly what we're doing and why.
What is he telling the holders?
He told everybody what his desire is, and that is to get this resolution
Don't walk
passed so that we can
backwards.
begin moving forward with reconciliation. So that's what's going to happen.
Are you worried those members will still... Sorry,
Don't worry about things.
Okay, that is the sausage being made right there. You get a little glimpse. I love that look, that handheld look of him saying, we have the votes. He's talked to Trump. Trump wants this thing to go, so it's going to go. It's not quite that easy, though. I'm going to give you a lot of the flack that Mike Johnson's getting. Reluctantly, I really love the guy. But look at this. Here's the actual vote. Here's the Republicans. Yay, 217. Nay, 1. So that is the vote. That is all the Democrats united against it. And then, so 212 for the Democrats and 1. Thomas Massie went with the Democrats. Now, what do I mean by Thomas Massie went with the Democrats? Here's Jasmine Crockett. This is before the vote, saying that Democrats have to stay united. And then she believes that it would not have passed.
But we're in the minority. But so long as we stand strong and not one Democrat falters, let me tell you, there are going to be Republicans that don't want to vote for this, and they can't lose more than one vote. So long as we stand together and so long as we're here, and the Republicans, they're dysfunctional. They can't get this done by themselves.
The Republicans are dysfunctional. They can't get this done by themselves. That is a huge credit to Mike Johnson, Speaker Mike Johnson. Now, there's a lot of people that still disagree, a lot of Republicans that still disagree with this package. I'm going to give you some of the heat and the flack that Mike Johnson gets. That's part of me reporting all of the news and showing you just that there's a variety of opinion on this. But overall, I think this is a huge credit to Mike Johnson. That is the hardest job in the world. He held the Republicans together. He only lost one, Thomas Massie, who voted with the Democrats, not because he's a Democrat, but because he's so hyper-right fiscal conservative that he wanted purity. This is the problem with purity. You want, you're going to be the last bulwark. Fine, you've kept your reputation, Thomas Massie. I think he was wrong on this one.
Is this a preview to how Democrats will message leading up to 2026? Saying fuck off.
There's Democrat leadership. Now here's Mike Johnson taking a victory lap shortly after last night's vote. He's going to call out Arrington, one of the budget leadership in the Republican Party. We're going to show a video of him after this because Mike Johnson gives him a lot of credit too. Watch this.
We got it done. We had the requisite number of votes to move this process along, and now passing the budget resolution in the House, it will go to the Senate. This is the first important step and then opening up the reconciliation process. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we are going to deliver the America First agenda. We're going to deliver all of it, not just parts of it, and this is the first step in that process. So grateful to my colleagues who worked so hard to get us here, and to all the leaders of the chairs of the committees of jurisdiction. Chairman Arrington did a great job in the Budget Committee, and Chairman Smith on Ways and Means, and all of our colleagues who worked on this. So a lot of work yet to be done, but we're going to celebrate tonight, and we'll roll up our sleeves and get right back at it in the morning.
That's leadership. He did it. Let's go to Arrington. This is where I'm going to show you the response to this, because this is Arrington on his victory lap, and he says it is the most important legislation for President Trump's America First agenda. That's the only reason why I'm showing this. This is Republican leadership taking a victory lap. And this is Arrington. I hadn't heard of him before, so Jody Arrington, I'm going to give him some time on the channel watch.
Hey friends, big day for the American people, for the Republican conference here in the United States House of Representatives. We just unlocked what I believe is going to be the most consequential piece of legislation in modern history, and the principal vehicle for ushering into law the America First agenda, the policies that will grow this economy, rein in the reckless spending, restore fiscal health to our country, and we have it all in one big beautiful bill, just like the president wanted. And we got more hills to climb, more hurdles to jump over, but the work we did on the front end, the budget committee, along with my colleagues in the House, will pay dividends, and I think will provide the momentum to make these policies the reality in the lives of our fellow Americans and in the life of our great nation. In addition to the growth and the spending reforms, you have crucial investment in our border patrol agents and our sons and daughters in uniform, both of whom are doing the most important job to keep us safe and free, risking their lives. Best we can do for them is to make sure they have all the resources and tools to be safe and successful in providing for the common defense. So that's a key piece of this. Taken together, we're going to make America safer and more prosperous, not only for the American people, for my voters, for my family, but for generations of Americans to come. God bless and go West Texas.
That sounds great. That's all good news. Now I got some bad news. I'm covering the flack that these guys got. I don't like giving a lot of air to this stuff because obviously the flack that came against Mike Johnson and against this budget, and a lot from fiscal conservatives like Thomas Massey, they did not win the vote. The vote went against them. So in a way, this is almost like Jasmine Crock being wrong, saying like, oh, the Republicans won't hold together. These people have been voted as wrong. The American people did not support the flag. They also didn't support what I said yesterday, which is that I believed it would not pass. So the reality went against it. Republicans are united. They followed Trump's budget. It doesn't mean the budget is perfect. You're going to see this is all the bad news about the budget. Here's House GOP budget backs Trump's plan to slash DC's reckless spending. That's good news. Trimming margins won't work. We must eliminate bloated programs entirely. Here's same old, putting us further and further into debt. This is not what I or millions of others voted for. You're adding to our debt, not decreasing it. It adds to the debt. It clearly does. Congress's 2025 budget is a financial sitcom, $1.1 trillion for defense, explosions galore, $500 billion for vets, standing ovation. But $13 trillion in interest? That's the twist. Wall Street's the real winner, laughing all the way to the bank. Let's be real. The lobbyists wrote this bill. Probably means Congress screwed up again. There's someone applauding it, saying nice. Here's someone confused. I hear a lot of politicians talking about the famous one bill, the big beautiful bill, a lot of beautiful words. Can someone please put it in layman's terms? Bullet point table with the major changes will help the people to understand. That's part of what we're trying to do here, is help unpack it for you. Here's Mr. Socks. Congratulations, you retards are going to flip Congress again in 2 years. So they're predicting disaster. Now here's Steve Bannon's opinion. He says, let the Democrats shut the government down.
I mean, right there you see it. Get ready for a government shutdown, President Trump's government being shut down. Just get ready for it. What they're saying there is that, I'm sure on the appropriation side, what the Democrats are trying to do is this whole thing on the unitary theory of the executive. Another ideas have consequences.
Okay, too many big words. I barely understand that, but I like Steve Bannon. Let him talk. What do you guys think? I'm happy for this bill. I'm happy that it went through. I was wrong believing that it would not pass. And so this is the first hurdle. Now it goes to the Senate. That's the next hurdle that they have to conquer. And we'll keep you posted as this thing goes through. As the Republican Arrington said, this is the most significant law to long form enshrine Trump's agenda into action for years to come. It puts it into law. This is huge. This is not like an executive order, which is not a law. That's just him saying a Trump, a power that only lasts as long as his presidency goes. This is what the Congress, this is what our representatives are actually supposed to be doing. Passing laws. Mike Johnson, this is a miracle. He cleared the first hurdle with the narrowest majority in recent history. He lost one vote and the rest of them pushed it through. That's a huge credit to Mike Johnson's ability. And if you're a fan of Trump, then this is the Trump agenda going into law. And now you know the rest of the news. I'm Doug in exile.